reward of -1 in any state, and only 3 actions that can take an agent to the target value are given the reward of 100 in a state such that taking those actions will take an agent to the target value. This is your reward of -5 for doing nothing. This is a reward of this is your target location 10, 10. This is your present location 1, 1. This is your reward of hitting the obstacles, that is -10. This matrix is giving the obstacles value, that is all the red crosses. This is the reward. Oh sorry, this is the gamma, this is the discount rate, and this grid size basically telling the all the x values and all the possible y values. So there are 10 square, that is 100 states possible. And on running this algorithm, this is the path that I am getting. And let me switch off this grid. So this is the path, these are the obstacles, the red crosses, obstacles, and this is the path of the agent. So that was the path of the agent, and let me show you another example. Suppose we say we take grid size of 25. So this is another example. We are giving a reward of 2000 to the agent only for 3 actions, that is up, right, and moving diagonally upwards, such that these actions will take the agent to the target location, and in all other states the agent will get reward -1 for every possible action, reward of -10 for doing nothing, target location, starting location. This is your reward for hitting obstacles. This matrix is giving the obstacles value. This 0.96 is the discount rate, and 25 is the grid size, that is there are 625 possible states. So on running this algorithm, this is the result, this is the path of the agent. So this is the path of the agent. So this is another example. These are the obstacles and this is the agent's path. So the question is how we evaluate the state value functions, or how do we calculate the state value function. So the first algorithm is a policy evaluation. If you are having a fully observable Markov decision process, then you can evaluate, then you can run this policy evaluation algorithm. Calculating state value function means computing state value function for policy pi for all state S, for all possible state S with all possible actions A. So basically a Markov decision process is represented by these values: PASS dash, that is probability of making transition to next state S dash, or ASS dash, the reward for making transition to S dash from state S by taking an action A. Capital A representing the set of all possible actions, and state S and set S representing all the possible states. So in case of fully observable, we can easily apply the policy evaluation algorithm, and here we will consider the case of iterative policy evaluation algorithm. So it runs in this way. You input a policy to be evaluated. So in my example of path planning, the policy was all possible actions were having equal probability, that is all possible 8 actions were assigned the probability of 1/8. Then choose a particular threshold parameter. then at each iteration of the algorithm, do for each state, that is, you will take at each iteration you will consider all possible states, and for all states you will follow this equation. So this is the equation that you will follow for each of your actions, that is v pi at iteration number, that is state value function at iteration number k plus 1 for state s is given by summation of all possible action PASS dash and reward RT plus 1, that is if agent is getting into the target location, then this RT plus 1 is 100. If it is hitting an obstacle, then there is negative 10. If it is doing nothing, then it is negative 5. And for all other states, that is it is just moving transition to a next state and not reaching the target location, not hitting the obstacles, then the reward is RT plus 1 is negative 1. This gamma was 0.98 in my example, and this VK pi S dash, oh, I'm sorry, this is S dash, this is not S, this is S dash, that is the value of state S dash in the previous iteration at the iteration number k, that is iteration number k plus 1. You will use your previous value function for this state. So follow this for each possible state in each of your iteration, and if you find the difference between the value of a state s at level k plus 1 and at level k is less than this threshold parameter, then you can stop this algorithm. Otherwise, if this is greater than t, then you will again go to this step and you will repeat this process for each possible state. So this process will run continuously until this condition satisfy, or you can set the maximum number of iterations. Say suppose there are 10,000 iterations, then also you can stop this process, and then you take the value function, that is output, that is the final value function from this algorithm, and this now is your state value function. So this is a mathematical representation of this policy evaluation algorithm. You input a policy pi, you set a parameter, you set a threshold parameter theta, you choose this parameter t, which is infinite initially, or you can say it is a very large value, and now you initialize v pi. In my algorithm, I initiated the value function for each state as 0. In my algorithm, I initially assigned the value 0 for every possible state, and now repeat this process while this t is greater than theta for all state s, for all s belonging to s plus, that is s plus denotes the all possible state plus the terminal state. This parameter take the old values for your states, and then you calculate the new value for your states, and then you compare both these values, and if it is greater than theta, then you again repeat this process, and if this value is less than theta, then you just output your output a state value function v. So in my example, this was a state value function that I got. This was example, and this was a value function. This was a value function. What is this v? State value function. So these are the state value functions that I got for my example by continuously repeating that by continuously running that algorithm. So now we will consider the policy improvement algorithm, and once we are we have this, once we have these state value functions, we can improve our existing policy. That is, my policy was 1/8 for each possible action, but now if I want to improve this policy, then I can